Breakout games and bat and ball games are dime a dozen because they've been around since the dawn of gaming itself. So you need to be unique in order to stand out in this genre. FoxPaww tries to do just that by being an open world adventure Breakout, and it's cute to boot. I do like the graphic aesthetic, big and chunky and very easy on the eye. What FoxPaww tries to do for its 79p price tag is give you 21 randomly generated, and it says roguelite levels, but I would argue against that. Each level is randomly generated, but you have 3 lives to try and get through that level and free your furry animal friends. You do this by moving your FoxPaww, which acts as a paddle if you're used to the old Breakout and like Pong styled gameplay mechanics. So you use your mouse is probably the best one to move around with that, left and right to bat your furry ball around. But key with FoxPaww is that you've got aftertouch as well, so you can steer your ball as it goes around. It's a little bit clunky and slow initially on a turn, but then it will proper hammer into a 45-degree turn if you want it. And what I noticed with FoxPaww is because each room is an individual screen, but levels get increasingly larger with multiple and bigger maps with more and more screens on. If it knows and it can tell that you're turning into a level, there seems to be some kind of like auto suction on that will slightly pull you in towards it, and that saved so much potential frustration of you just kind of ping-ponging around back and forth, hoping that you get the right angle and trajectory to get in. It's a good quality of life feature. What's weird with FoxPaww is that the difficulty level is almost non-existent until the point where you get frustrated at something. And I'll try and explain what I mean. The whole game is really sedate and slow, and the like general speed of how the ball goes around and the way how enemies interact with you, they're not really threatening. They're just putting more things in your path for you to kind of bounce off of and then get to your destination, just slowing you down more than actually causing you hurt or pain. But because at the bottom of the screen is always like spikes for you to kind of get stuck on and lose a life, what I found was that if I was going to lose a life, it would be in transition from one room to another. And it's because your paddle is where you left it in the previous screen. So sometimes levels, if you was coming in at a weird angle, would kind of hit something and then go straight to the floor. And because everything's so slow and sedate up until that point, when you do lose a life, it feels really odd and like 3 times more frustrating than what it would do if it was like a hard or difficult game to deal with. So yeah, I was kind of, when I did lose lives, I was like, Simon, for goodness sake. And I was getting really angry. Which I'm sure wasn't FoxPaww's idea to deal with at all. But when a game feels like it's not even threatening you in any way, shape or form, and then like you lose 3 lives and you think, what? There's a bit of incongruency there. What I would say though is that this is probably a really good like kids first Breakout, because it's cute, approachable, friendly, non-violent unless you count orchard trees dropping 8 apples down in front of you, kind of going as a weapon. But yeah, the rest of us I don't think will get too much out of FoxPaww unless you are a huge Breakout fan and you just want to have something to chill and relax to over time. Written review will be on FoxPaww over on higherpayinggames.com, but until then, you guys take care, and maybe take a look at this one if you've got some kids out there who just want to get into some real low chill vibe gaming. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/higherplane-network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.